What's good, fam? We are back at it with another video, bro. And I haven't done no Hoarders videos on Rumble in a while. I haven't done no 600-pound life ones on there in a while either. So I'm definitely going to be getting back to that. And let me know what else y'all want to see on Rumble, man. You know, I haven't posted on there in a while. Well, the last one I did was a Justin Whitehead. I got to do part 2. And then I found another one he did that's like 35 minutes. So that's going to be over there next too. But let's jump straight into this one. The most disgusting moments on Hoarders. Let's see what happens, man.
The most disgusting moments on Hoarders.
My name is Lisa, and I love cooking.
How?
I'm probably a hoarder.
Probably. Sir. That's what you eat.
Crying. I pray for my sister a lot because she's dying a slow death. And if she doesn't get help, she's going to die in that house.
Fred and Mary are a couple that live somewhere in Missouri, USA. But apart from being a couple, Fred and Mary are also partners in crime. And by crime, we mean they are hoarders.
Anything I thought I needed, I kept. But you don't realize how much you do have until you turn around and look.
This couple hoarding is so bad that their home is a breeding ground for one of the most disgusting things ever: roaches.
Cheaters hate this website. A Spokio name search may tell you who your partner is getting close to.
I see a few roaches, so I sprayed. This past month, they must have multiplied.
Nigga. You sprayed in one spot, right? Your whole house is fucked up.
They claim to see one, there's 100 hiding somewhere, so...
The 1 in 100?
The condition of the house got so terrible that it grabbed the attention of county authorities. And as soon as they took a look at it, they labeled the place unlivable and consequently shut it down. The county also wasted no time in issuing an order for the family to vacate, with Fred facing criminal charges as a result.
They charged me for child endangerment because my house was dirty. They overreacted a lot. I mean, I'm not here to harm anybody. I didn't harm my son.
After pouring so much money into hotel accommodation, Fred and Mary have finally decided to team up with a group of experts to save their house in order to avoid ending up homeless. But before the cleanup can start, they first have to hose down the entire place because of the massive amount of dust piled up inside.
We don't normally have to hose down a house before we clean it, but the dust is so bad in this house. And I mean, one reason the cobwebs look so thick and disgusting is because there's inches of dust in the cobwebs.
That house would have drove me crazy, man.
Suddenly, an oxygen tank buried under piles of flammable garbage begins leaking, but thankfully, Matt shuts it down before it gets out of hand.
I got it.
There you go.
That is very dangerous, my friend.
As the cleanup progresses, Fred grows increasingly anxious about missing documents. Seeing his concern, Matt gathers the whole family to help in the search for these important papers.
Paperwork where the table was. We need to find the
There in
paperwork.
my little black book with all the medical numbers.
After sifting through the hoard for an hour, Christine believes she's found what her dad was looking for, only to realize it's not what he needed after all.
Is that it?
I think so.
Great, take it to him.
Not it, mother.
As Christine's search falls short, Mary's anxiety starts to climb, but mostly because the reality of the hoarding situation has finally pushed her to her breaking point.
Disappointed in as crappy as it was home.
Shut up.
No matter what, it was your place. Right.
As they continue working inside the house, the extent of structural damage caused by hoarding becomes apparent. Spotting the basement through a hole in the floor, Matt and Fred decide to venture down for a closer inspection.
The guys literally just dropped right through the floor, because I can see the trash in the basement.
By day's end, county investigators show up to check out the house,
It's still unfit for occupancy. The kitchen has to be usable. It has to be healthy. There's a lot of damage still in the kitchen. The subfloor is damaged. Yeah. The infestation is still pretty bad. That needs to be corrected before we can lift the vacate.
Even though they don't fully lift the ban, it feels like the beginning of their journey to reclaiming their home has finally kicked off. Lisa is one of the most creative people you'd ever find. But at the same time, she's also one of the craziest hoarders you'll ever meet.
Food is like creativity and possibilities in life. But I don't have a working refrigerator. When I buy food, I have to hang the bags from the chandeliers in order to keep the rats from getting to the food.
According to her daughter, Anna, Lisa's hoarding has gotten so bad over the years that her house now looks like something pulled right out of a horror movie.
Something out of a monster movie, where it's some swamp thing is going to rise out of the basement because it's created a new life form down there. There's just food everywhere. It's as if somebody had just taken a municipal garbage.
For one, the same state of the house is so bad that it's beginning to piss off the neighbors. And if it continues like this, Anna fears that they might just call Adult Protective Services on her mother.
The neighbors are not happy with the house, and they have been calling the zoning board about the front yard and calls the fire department or the health department.
After taking a closer look at Case, we realized that her hoarding was triggered by a very traumatizing marriage. Turns out Lisa's late husband was a narcissist that would stop at nothing to be in control.
My husband was constantly up and down. You know, very good, very bad. I love you, I love you, I love you. Move out, I can't stand you.
It turns out that initially, Lisa took pride in maintaining a beautiful home. But when her husband started convincing her that she was a slob to rationalize his abusive behavior, she began internalizing that image of herself.
He pretty much broke her. That's pretty messed up.
And eventually, because of that way,
she was in so much anxiety and fear over him that what he said became reality. She became a hoarder because he told her she was one, like a hypnotized person.
Realizing her home might be condemned, Lisa has taken the big step of agreeing to get help for her hoarding habits. With the help of Anna's boyfriend, Richie, Matt kicks off the day's efforts with a focus on sorting out the chaos in the kitchen.
Have a rat.
It's our first flattened rat.
I smell a rat. Is there a date on him?
No date on him.
Meanwhile, on the porch, psychologist Mark Pfeffer helps Lisa sift through bags of trash brought out from the house. To keep day 2 of the cleanup moving, Matt decides to keep Lisa out of the kitchen. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, Matt continues to discover fossilized rats.
Fossilized, it's not even like eaten, it's just fossilized.
And as if that isn't enough, he makes one of the most disgusting discoveries of the day.
A dead cat.
Turns out a jar of candy that Lisa has saved for 25 long years. But what is even more disgusting is that she dips her hand in the jar and eats it.
No, don't eat that, please don't eat that.
You nasty! Oh, you nasty!
I can't believe you did that.
I just wanted to show you.
Girl, you's a nasty motherfucker. Oh,
sweet Lord.
Near the end of the day, Anna and Richie arrive to see the results of the cleanup so far. But unfortunately, it doesn't look any different from what it initially was.
oh.
I mean, this is so disgusting. But this could be the house we come in to fix rather than the aftershot, you know?
In the end, Matt and Mark suggest that Anna calls Adult Protection Services to give Lisa the help that she needs. And when Anna shows some resistance, Matt and Mark assure Anna they'll handle the call. But there's still the task of informing Lisa about their plan that they need to tackle.
Well, you don't have to call APS.
We are proud to.
Nancy is a retired phone company worker that lives in Seattle, Washington. For Nancy, her hoarding habit began back when she was just a kid.
I can't believe she ate that damn candy, man.
And ever since, she has never given it a break.
My house is filled with empty bottles, empty boxes, and empty dog food cans.
Over the years, Nancy's home has been completely swallowed in a pile of garbage to the extent that she literally walks, sleeps, and breathes in trash.
Garbage like that, or the crap laying on the floor. At some point, she has decided that life's okay like this.
After much convincing from her family, Nancy has accepted help from a team of professionals to address her hoarding.
All right, you guys, so we got to get started. We have the bio crew here. They're going to take care of the really bad stuff in there.
But even before the cleanup kicks off, Nancy's anxiety level begins to rise.
I just want to say, please do not ask me why I want to keep something.
Listen, if we don't question you...
To ease her nerves, Corey decides to bring Nancy into the kitchen so that she can work with her family and the team in sorting out some things.
You want to come sit right here? First thing I'd like to do this morning is take Nancy and her family into the kitchen. I want them to work together, learn to communicate, talk about things, because once we leave, they're going to be stuck with this mess.
While Nancy keeps an eye on things at the door, her family jumps in to handle the kitchen cleanup like a well-rehearsed team. Everything was going pretty well, when suddenly, Nancy's sister breaks down due to the horrible state of the kitchen.
Everything was going fine in the kitchen, but then all of a sudden Janine just kind of had a breakdown, it looked like. She just started staring at the floor, and crying.
I'm just upset.
The microwave is covered in rodent feces. And to think of preparing food in that type of environment, there just aren't words.
When her sister asks why she kept the state of the house from the rest of the family, Nancy reveals her biggest fears.
Did she not just tell you not to ask her why? Why did you just wait till after?
And in rejection?
And are you feeling that now?
No, not at all.
With Nancy's fear now out of the way, the family and the crew put all hands on deck to get the house cleaned up.
Break. Okay, this one's full.
After clearing out most of the house, the crumbling structure of the house is revealed.
I mean, very significant damage.
Okay.
There's nothing left.
Damn.
You have major slants to your floor back here.
When they break the news about the inhabitable nature of the house to Nancy, it's just too much for her to handle.
Well, I didn't know it was as bad as it is. I just need some time to accept it. This is too hard.
With the situation on ground, psychologist Michael recommends that Nancy move somewhere closer to her family. After hearing Michael's suggestion, Nancy's sister offers her a home in daughter's house since they are relocating.
There's a large room over a double garage, and they want to offer it to you for the winter.
Wow.
Now that Nancy's got her new living situation squared away, the cleanup mission pivots to salvaging items that'll fit into her fresh start.
Do you need it?
Yeah, that's brand new.
She's going to be around family in a new clean environment. Her health is going to get better.
And in the end, Nancy's story is one of those things that teaches us that we can get past anything as far as we have the right people around.
Why didn't shout out to Nancy, man? She ain't one of them. I ain't gotta look through all the trash to see if it's trash. Bitch, it's trash. Throw it out.
Bob and Betsy have been married for 30 long years. When they first moved into their home about 29 years ago, the house was absolutely spotless. But after having 4 kids, things took a nosedive.
It became more difficult to keep up with things.
Right now, the unfit living conditions for Bob's family have reached a crisis point. And by that, we mean their home has been infested with bed bugs.
Oh, wow.
Some bed bugs have gotten into our house. With the clutter, they find a lot of places to hide, and it's very hard to find all the places that they hide.
How about clean the fucking house up?
The bed bug situation has escalated to the point where the family can't even sleep in their own home anymore.
We haven't been sleeping in the house for probably 6 or 7 weeks, roughly.
Bob's plan was to starve out the bed bugs by camping in the yard with Betsy and their 4 youngest kids, all between 3 and 13, but unfortunately for him, it's tough luck, because bed bugs can endure for up to 2 years on just 1 meal.
Seems like our only choice to sleep. The place I really want to sleep is in my room.
With temperatures dropping close to freezing, Bob has to clear out the house for the exterminators to tackle the bed bug infestation. So he has no other choice than to work with a team of professionals.
You damn.
Turns out that Bob's mother lived through the Depression, and as a result, he learned from her that it's very important to save things. The only problem is that Bob may be too focused on saving that he compromises his children's safety.
And your mother went through the Depression, not fucking bed bugs.
Thankfully, that's about to change. A professional organizer and her team show up to declutter Bob's place, making way for the exterminators to fumigate and tackle the bedbug issue. But before they kick things off, Bob and Betsy's kids were taken out of the house while the cleaning process was underway.
It's ready.
Oh,
Let me go.
Amidst the ongoing cleanup, Dr. Moore feels it's necessary for Betsy to address her frustrations about the house's condition with Bob.
They're trying to keep things clean or to try to keep up with everything that he brings in the house.
Almost everything in the house is contaminated by bedbugs, so Bob and Betsy are concerned about some of their children's favorite toys.
Throw them out.
It's cardboard. They can crawl in. They lay eggs. They will hatch.
We take these, bag them, double bag them.
When the exterminator arrives, he is given a tour of the house to see if it is fit for the bedbugs treatment now. Thankfully, he confirms that the kids' toys are safe to keep.
Oh, okay.
And with that, the only thing left to do is the extermination.
This family back in their house. So Jim, what we need from you now is a yes or no. Do you think this is a job that you can do?
Yes, we can exterminate right now.
After getting a green light from the exterminator, Bob, Betsy, and their 4 kids are aiming to finally sleep in their own home tomorrow night. Meet Jill, a 60-year-old woman that lives in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. According to her, she has been a messy person all her life. But apart from just being messy, Jill is a food hoarder.
I've been a messy person all my life.
I can only imagine.
I hoard food. I feel guilty about wasting something that somebody could be using.
And we're not playing when we say
Oh, okay, the sound got cut off, y'all. I'm sorry. It ain't my fault. It's them. She shouldn't have got all that damn food. You got yogurt, goddamn spaghetti sauce. All the spaghetti sauce, to be honest. Shit. All that damn food waste.
Life always pushes her to stockpile food every time she gets the chance. But unfortunately, Jill's habit of stockpiling food has turned her home into a safety hazard, and now her landlord might kick her out because of it. With her 2,000 square foot...
You got the damn cat eating cat food on top of a damn refrigerator. What is wrong with you?
home filled with excessive amounts of rotting food, Jill has to clean up or she will be evicted. As soon as the cleanup begins, the team starts to uncover some of the rotten foods in her apartment.
To do the,
That's a yo, I thought it was a house.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, 100.
I'm good.
Oh, it was a beauty when it was alive. I enjoyed you while you were here. Thank you. Goodbye.
But when the crew suggests getting rid of everything in the refrigerator, Jill insists on looking through every single thing.
Rid of everything in the freezer?
Let me look through it if you don't mind. It probably isn't expired because I haven't been buying it that long.
Well, it's green inside.
And to make things worse, she also insists on holding on to things even though they are expired.
It's November of 08. Can we let that go?
No. That's something
Why would you keep
that I would be able to use.
After lots
How you gonna use food from
of back and forth, Jill finally decides to get rid of some of the spoiling food. But aside from that, not much progress was made on the first day of cleaning up.
Throw that butter, throw that cottage cheese.
But even that is nothing compared to the things she's still adamant about holding on to. The situation on ground is so terrible that the psychologist on the team begins to question her perception of food.
Those are the ones that I got from you for my birthday a year ago. Yes.
A year ago.
Got it for your birthday a year ago. You should not be fucking eating it.
I gave them to you to eat.
Well, they were too pretty to eat.
Are your perceptions of food completely accurate?
The remaining content of the refrigerator is so disgusting that even the professional organizer has to step out to catch his breath.
I'm sorry. I'm really grossed out. Please. Do we have... it looks like something...
I gotta go.
As the day winds down, Dr. Tolan and Brendan encourage Jill to allow the crew to take out the fridge from the basement.
I know I need to change in order to get the life that I want. The yogurt, we'll just let it go. It's all gone.
In the end, there's still a lot left to do in Jill's home. But her landlord decides against eviction, giving her a chance to stay as long as she keeps showing progress in her cleaning efforts.
Oh, your landlord ain't a dickhead, so that's a good thing. But yo, that was disgusting, but it wasn't, to me, the most disgusting moments. The only disgusting shit I seen is when she ate that 25-year-old candy. That shit was outrageous. Like, I've seen one where a lady was eating dookie. Like, now that shit, oh. I even seen one where this lady was dookie in the damn bathtub and kept it in there. Like, oh, now that's the most disgusting. But I seen some worse ones than this, man. You kind of held back on this. So yeah, man, this one was it was mid disgusting. You know what I'm saying? But not now. Let me tell you the truth. A lot of that shit they had in there, their house looked crazy. Like, she just feeding the dog and just throwing the can. Like, girl, you don't put that shit in the trash. Did she like, hey, take your pick. Trash all around me. Yo, that was crazy though, man. Yo, if y'all like this one, man, smash the like button for your boy. Comment down below what y'all thought of the video. Share the video and subscribe to the channel for your boy. And if y'all would like to see me do more Hoarders videos, let me know down in the comment sections as well. And I'll be dropping them on Rumble. So yeah, man, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace, love, blessings. We out this piece.